Welcome to today's lower body resistance band workout. We're going to be using our resistance band today, which is really great. For those of you who have never used this resistance band before, or you haven't used it in a long time and you're just getting back into it, I recommend you only use the resistance band and don't add any weights to it, okay? If you have used the resistance band before and you are kind of used to it, then you can add either one weight or two weights to any of these exercises. If there's an exercise that I say, don't use the weights here, okay, just don't use the weights. I'm gonna be doing this whole workout without the weights so that I can really instruct you on the knees and engaging your muscles correctly. But again, you can feel free to add your weights. So we're gonna start with our warm-up today, and then I'm gonna put the resistance band on because it's difficult to do those, our runs with the resistance band. So let's get started with our warm-up. We're starting with high knees. We're going to start shaking it out. Take a few deep breaths in, release it out. And I apologize if you hear my little zipper thing flapping around here. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to take it down into 10 squats. Sitting back towards those heels, knees pushed out to the side. Squeeze your glutes, activate those glutes as you stand back up. Get two more in there. And now we pump. Arms a little stronger, knees a little bit higher. Keep working on those deep breaths. We want to fill our bodies with oxygen, fill our bodies with air. Expand our ribs. And we're going to take it back down now into 10 more squats. Knees out. Got to get used to that when we're using that resistance band. One more. Okay, so our timer is set for 50 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and we're going to put our resistance band over our knees. We're doing 9 exercises, 3 sets. I'm going straight through here, okay? If between sets you need a break, that's totally okay. Okay, you pause the video, you set your timer for 1 minute to 90 seconds, give yourself a break, release your glutes from this resistance band because it's tough, and then you can start the video again for the next set, okay? So resistance band comes on both legs. We place it over the knees. Now I'm only gonna walk you through the first 3 exercises here. And then as we go on, we're gonna I'll add on the exercises. So we're gonna start with squats. Okay, I'll be walking you through, directing you through this whole thing. Exercise number 2, we go into a reverse lunge. We step that foot back in. Okay, we're doing the same leg here. Exercise number 3 is gonna be leg number 2. You with me? All right, here we go. We are starting in 10 seconds. Okay, feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are slightly turned out to the side. 3, 2, 1. We sit back. We open up those knees. Press through the heels. Squeeze those glutes. Sit back and squeeze up. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so we're not letting those knees fold in. Always pushing those knees out to the side. If you feel like you can, if you're really struggling here, bring your feet a little bit closer together, and you really want to work against that band and really work on opening those knees and activating those glutes from the side. Okay, so you're either with your legs a little bit closer together or you're in a regular squat stance, pushing those knees out, squeezing as you stand back up. 7 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going into a reverse lunge. Okay, we're going to step that leg back and we step it only back in halfway. 3, 2, 1. We step back. We bend both knees to 90. Our weight is in the heel of the front foot. We step that foot back in halfway. Step it back. Weight is in the heel of the front foot. We step it in halfway. Back and in, okay? So always making sure you keep the weight in the heel of that front leg, the knees over the toes, and step back in. Okay, make sure you're not coming to this place, okay, where your knees are both forward. And also make sure that your back leg is also activated here against the band, okay? So if we come down, we don't want that heel or that knee to pull forward. You push back through that heel, and you're gonna feel that glute engage. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're taking it to the other side. 3, 2, 1, go. We step back, press through that heel, the foot comes halfway back in. Reverse and lift. Reverse and lift. Good. Drive through that heel. 25 more seconds. Good. 15 seconds. Weight is in the heel of that front leg. We push that back heel back behind us. Right? If you've got your weights, your arms stay strong. 7 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we've got a squat plank walkout. This is also really important, making sure you push your knees out to the side. I'm going to do this on the diagonal here. 3, 2, 1. We squat, knees are out to the side. Place your hands on the ground. We walk it out to a plank. Okay, our legs straighten. We walk back, and as we walk back, we sit, we push the knees out, chest comes forward. And then we place the hands on the ground. And you walk back again. What's not happening here is this, okay? Engage. You're always engaging, squeezing. You always want to feel here, okay? Like back here. 15 seconds to go. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Good. Okay, now if you are using weights, you're going to drop them for this. Okay, we are going to be in our squat, feet are hip width apart. We sit back towards our heels. We step the foot out to squat. We step it back in. Same side. Out. We step it back in. Nice and slow and controlled. And if you need to, you can come stand up, okay? You don't want to push through because, again, what we really want to protect here on these with this resistance band is our knees. We sit back. You step that foot out, okay? Remember, I'm not coming to this position. I drive that knee out and away, and I step back in. Oh, we stay down in our squat, yes. 7 seconds. Sit. 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Okay, now we take it to the other side. Whew, feeling it. 3, 2, 1. We sit back. We open. We close. We open and close. Open, push those knees away from each other and close. Again, if you need to, you squeeze back up. Okay, give yourself a second and you reset. None of this. Okay, none of this. We push out and away, and then we step it back in. Sit towards those heels. Sit towards those heels. 10 more seconds. Breathing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. That was tough. Okay, now we're going to go into some crab walks. We start on one side. Okay, and now we step open. Push those knees out. We close in. Open. Push. Step in. Okay, so we do 3, we take it back 3 the other way. Okay, so remember, if you've got weights, you can either hold them in front of you or rest them on your shoulders here for this one. 3 in each direction, knees push out and away from each other. We sit back towards our heels, okay? Making sure we're not leaning forward, okay? Keep your upper body lifted, 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, now we're going into a wide leg deadlift, okay? So this is gonna feel like you're trying to expand, really stretch the span out. Toes are pointed to the side. No weights, hands are behind the head. We have a soft bend in the knees. We lean it forward to flat back. Keep your gaze forward, long spine. Squeeze from those glutes, stand up. If you've got weights, you're going down, you tap them on the ground, you lift up, okay? Down, squeeze. Good, 15 more seconds. Engage. Good, 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Okay, now we're taking it down to the ground. We've got our last exercise. Feet are hip width apart. Again, don't let those knees fold in towards one another. We keep that resistance to the band. We lift up our hips and we open the knees against the band. They come back to hip width apart. Okay, so we're always keeping a little bit of resistance in the band here. I'm gonna actually face you so that you can see that my knees are in line with my hips. They open out, they close back in, and they don't fold in. They come back to in line with my hips. Open and close. So wrong way would be to open and then let them flop in towards each other, okay? Always keep a little bit of resistance. The next thing to think about here is to make sure when you open your knees, you don't let your hips drop towards the ground and then squeeze up, okay? We're gonna go through that in set number 2. Release that, we're coming back up to standing. We're going into set number 2. If you need to pause the video, you can do so. 3, 2, 1, back into our squat. Okay, so if you've got your weights, you're holding them in front of you, you're gonna be doing a goblet squat. Knees push out to the side. We squeeze it in and up. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, again, if you're unsure about your form here, make sure you film yourself or you do this in front of a mirror. Inhale. Exhale. Those knees push out to the side. We sit back towards our heels and we lift in. Okay, it's also common that one leg is weaker than the other. So you might even find that like one leg is folding in more than the other. And you really want to focus on, what your strong suit is, okay? And really making sure that your knees are pushed out and relaxed. We're going into a reverse lunge. Turning to the side, we step back into our reverse and begin. We step back 90 degrees in that heel. That back leg just comes forward halfway. We extend, we push through that back heel, dig that front heel in, and step back in halfway. Weights, shoulders are back, nice long spine. What I don't want to see here is that you're going like this, okay? Making sure those sit bones, your hips trail towards the ground, and you lift back up. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We release. We turn it to the other side for leg number 2. Or you don't have to turn, I'm turning. 3, 2, 1. Leg number 2. We step back. Weight is in the heel of that front leg. You pull it back in halfway. Back. Drive through that front heel. 25 seconds. 15. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good job, okay? Now we are going into our squat with our plank walkout. 3, 2, 1. We hit our squat, knees push out to the side. We walk it out to plank. We walk it back into squat. Lift. Walk it out and walk it back. Knees push out to the side, flat back, extend. 25 seconds to go. Keep going. I just want to talk you through something here. Okay. If you feel like you can't keep your form, you can also do half of these exercises with the band. Take it off, continue on with the workout. Okay. You don't have to push through doing every exercise with the band. Like any piece of equipment, it takes getting used to. Okay, so don't feel like you have to push through this entire session with the band on the whole time. 3, 2, 1. We come back up to standing. Okay, my weight people, we're not using weights in this exercise. We start with our feet hip width apart. 3, 2, 1. We sit back towards those heels. We step it out. We squat, knees push, and we step it in. Sit. Okay, so I have this little up and down motion happening. Okay, I don't like to use the word bounce because it kind of, it looks like that if we're bouncing, okay? But you really want to keep it a small up and down movement. Okay, and again, that up and down movement comes from pressing through my heels. Open those knees. Okay, you're driving through that heel. 10 seconds to go. Remember, you can stand up if you really need to. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We squeeze up. Whew, shake it out. Okay, taking it over to that other leg. 3, 2, 1. We sit back towards those heels. Belly's pulled in, and we open against your band. And in. Drive through that heel. And in. Okay, remember, we're not letting one knee flop in. We're letting the other knee flop in. Always pushing out against the band. 25 seconds to go. That up and down motion is happening here. 15 seconds. Breathe. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, we're going into our crab walks. You can grab your weights again, either in front of you or resting and holding them on your shoulders. Legs are straight. We open into squat. We step in. 3 in each direction. Those knees do what? They push out against the band. Sit back. Okay, remember, we're not letting our upper body fall. Stay lifted. 25 seconds to go. Okay, next we're going into our sumo deadlift. Inhale down, don't forget about your breath. Exhale, squeeze it in. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going into our sumo deadlift. So again, we're pressing. We open those legs wide. Feet are turned out. Okay, weights are either here, shoulders are back, or our hands are behind our head. Soft bend in your knees. Those sit bones go back behind you. You engage your glutes, press through your heels, squeeze it back up. Okay, why are my hands behind my head? Because it's really easy that when you go down, Okay, you let everything drop. Okay, hands behind the head reminds you, press against those hands, elongate that spine. 20 seconds to go. Breathing, 10 more seconds. Keep that soft bend in those knees. I don't want knees locked out here. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we're taking it down to the last exercise in this set. Okay, our hip bridge, opening and closing the knees. 3, 2, 1. We lift up, we squeeze those glutes. The knees open, they come back to hip width, okay? Now, what I started to tell you at the end of our last set was this. When you open those knees, you're not releasing those glutes, okay? So we're not doing this. Okay, see what's happening? Okay, I just lost everything. All right, so we want to keep those glutes squeezed all the time. You can even place your hands on your glutes to make sure that you're staying up and lifted. Okay, I'm not supporting myself. Okay, and just a friendly reminder to keep it all squeezed in. Good. Breathing. 5 more seconds. We're going into set number 3. 3, 2, 1. We come back up. We shake out our legs. If you need to, you can pause the video. Okay, give yourself a little bit of a rest. 3, 2, 1. Okay, legs are open, toes are slightly pointed out. So you go down. Good. Pushing out. Okay, if you start to feel your lower back here, okay, at all, it's usually because all of those muscles, okay, they connect to our pelvis, okay, and so that can activate like some lower back pain just because you're strengthening the muscles that are like here in this area. So again, first time, don't push yourself through. You start to feel your lower back, you drop the resistance band, and you continue the workout without the resistance band, okay? 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going into reverse lunge. Okay, you gotta warm up your muscles to this. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We go into reverse. Okay, where's our weight? In the heel of our front foot. We don't let that back leg slack off though. We push that back heel back. Okay, and remember, I'm not coming into full release here. I'm not just coming back up to standing. Always keep a little resistance in that band. 25 seconds to go. Shoulders are back and down. We're lifting through the upper body, through the belly. Okay, and we're not letting those sit bones go back behind us. They go straight down towards the ground, and we lift. 10 more seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We take it over to the other side. Leg number 2. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, even if you're somebody who doesn't have this specific band, okay, the one that's made out of the stronger material, and you have those like plastic ones, that's totally okay to use those in this workout as well. 25 seconds to go. Weights in the heel of that front leg, back leg is engaged. 15 more seconds. 7 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. We release. I could have gotten another lunge in there actually. Okay, now we're going into our squat, plank walk out. Here we go. 2, 1. We push those knees out. We walk it out to our plank. We squeeze those glutes here. We walk it back. We push those knees out. We put our sit bones down. We lift our chest. We walk it out. We squeeze those glutes. We walk it back, push those knees out towards the side, sit back towards your heels, lift up your upper body. 20 more seconds. And lift and sit. Don't forget about those knees. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Okay. Feet are hip width apart. Remember, no weights on this one. 3, 2, 1. We sit back towards our heels. We step it open. Knees out. We step it in. Okay, our nice up and down motion happening here. We're not bouncing. We're pressing through those heels. 25 seconds to go. Okay, good. You're going to see if you can just breathe through this. Don't forget about those knees. Okay, if you feel any pressure, lower back, knees, anything, you squeeze, you stand up, you shake, you reset. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, shake it out. Okay, we're almost there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Sit it back. We step it out. And in. Okay, so do you realize that the leg that's working even harder here, it's not even the moving leg, it's our standing leg. Okay, we push those knees out. We stay focused on our form. Okay, even if we're getting tired, what are we doing? Staying focused on our form, or we reset. 20 seconds to go. Okay, when we get tired, it's really easy to just kind of let things, okay, kind of like fall and bleh. We don't want any of that. We want these workouts effective. 7 seconds, right? We're taking the time to work out. At least we want them to be as effective as they possibly can be. 3, 2, 1, release. Going into our crab walks. My weighted people, okay, either goblet or weights on the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, we crab walk. We press those knees out. We step in, out, and in. You've got 3 in each direction. Okay, remember, none of this, and none of this. Out and back. 25 seconds. Fifteen seconds. These bands are awesome. They like really help us build up our glutes, build up that booty strength, strengthen our lower backs also at the end of the day. 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We've only got 2 exercises to go. We're taking it into our sumo. Feet turned out, wide stance, hands are behind our head, shoulders are back and down, nice long spine. Soft bend in those knees. Keep pushing your head against those hands to keep your chest open and squeeze up. Okay, we're not doing this. Okay, those elbows are like wings. We want to open them. And squeeze. 25 seconds to go. Okay, same thing if you're using those weights, okay? Long spine, keeping that chest lifted forward. Okay, don't let those shoulders drop down. Keep those shoulders back, down, shoulder blades engaged. 3, 2, 1, and release. We take it down. Last exercise, we did it. Going into those hip bridge. 3, 2, 1, you squeeze up. We don't hold our butts up. We place our hands for friendly reminder if you need to, that we're not sinking every time we open those knees. We stay lifted, we stay squeezed. We drive through those heels. Keep the belly in. We don't let those knees flop in, okay? We're not doing these like quick things, okay? We keep it slow and controlled. 20 seconds to go. You've got this. Close your eyes. Focus on the prize. What's the prize? Nice strong glutes. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take that band off and hug those knees into your chest and kind of roll it out. They worked hard today. And release those legs. Get a sip of water, and we're gonna take it into some abs. Okay, let's do this. We've got abs and stretching. You can say hello to Lola. Good morning or good evening, whatever time you have chosen to work out today. We've got our timer. Okay, we are doing 1 minute work per exercise, 15 seconds rest. We are starting with sit-ups. Okay, legs are bent. Arms are over the chest. Release those ribs down to the ground. We engage lower belly and we start. We go, we exhale. We lift those arms up. We lift. We release. Okay, not coming all the way to sit up. If any of you feel your neck here, you can place your hands behind your head. You can keep this crunch low. Okay, again, we're not forcing our necks forward. We lift. We lift. 25 seconds to go. $15. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands go behind your head. Place the right ankle on the left knee. We're going to do a side crunch, and that left leg is going to lift up. Okay, so flex that foot. Just your heel is on the ground. 3, 2, 1. We exhale. Left leg comes in. We cross left elbow to right knee. We release everything back to the ground together. We tap and lift right back in. Tap. Okay, if you feel your lower back, keep that leg on the ground and you're just going. Okay, for the upper body here. Something that's really important to note is, again, we're not forcing our necks forward. Okay, our hands are supporting our head. Our neck is relaxed. Okay, resting in our hands. We lift from here. Okay, what you can also do is you can also place a hand in that area. And again, that's like your friendly reminder. This is what we're working on crunching. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we release. We switch our feet. Left ankle on the right knee. That right foot is flexed with the heel on the ground. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We go. We exhale. We inhale, release. Exhale. And in. Keep it up. Good. Again, lower back. We keep that heel on the ground. We keep it going. We can always have that reminder. 25 seconds to go. You tap, you lift. You tap, you exhale and lift. 15 seconds to go. Release your neck. 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, you can get one more in there. And good, we're going into V-ups. You can either choose to do straight leg or bent leg. So we start in a full laying down position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Our arms trace down to our sides. We lift, pull your knees in. We tap our ankles. We release it all the way back down to the ground. If you're going straight leg, lift, reach your hands towards your toes, and full release down. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, we're not waving or, I don't know the word. Okay, we're not using our arms for momentum. We lift, light as a feather. 25 seconds to go. We've got one more exercise after this. We're gonna do slow bicycles, 15 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we bend our knees. Hands come behind our head. We reset ourselves. We do our bicycles, knees come up. 5 seconds. Okay, make sure, again, we're pulling in through that lower belly. Hips come under us. And we begin. We straighten out the left leg. We crunch to the side. Slow, switch. 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 Okay, making sure, again, if you start to feel your lower back, you feel like you're losing it, come down, hug your knees, take a rest, and then reset and restart. Drive through those heels. 25 seconds to go. 15. 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and stretch out your belly. Wow, that was a good one. Okay, hug your knees into your chest. Then kind of roll around some circles here. The knees can circle open and close. Okay, we cross the right ankle onto the left knee. Right arm is between the legs. Hug the left leg into you. Okay, we're feeling that stretch coming through the glutes. Okay, we need to release all those muscles in the lower back as well, and this is helping. Straighten that left leg up, flex the foot, your hands walk above, over, up towards the ankle, lift your head and chest, and hug that leg in towards your chest. We release, we switch sides. Left ankle on the right knee, left hand between the legs, hugging in the right leg. Straighten that right leg up. Hands walk over, up towards the ankle. Give yourself a hug. And release. We're gonna turn over onto our bellies. Hands underneath the shoulders. And we press up into cobra. Shoulders press down and away from the ears. We twist to look over the right shoulder. And the left. Squeeze your belly, look down. Squeeze your glutes, look up. And sit it back into child's pose, okay? We really wanna take a nice 30 seconds here today. Okay, what this child's pose is doing is helping us release everything calmly from that lower back down to the glutes. Arms are straight, pressing your hands into your mat, okay? Our arms are actually kind of active here because we want to use their help to press our sit bones back and down towards our heels. So if you're someone who only gets to here, okay, if you press your hands down and away from you, it's going to help you bring those sit bones down. Deep inhale. Exhale. Release the tension. Release those ribs down towards the ground. Inhale. And exhale. Coming up to all fours, going into cat and cow. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, rounding your back. Inhale. And exhale one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then just kind of shake it out, loosen up your spine, your back, and then we're going to take it forward into pigeon pose, okay? So right leg comes forward, we straighten our left leg back behind you, toes are pointed, and come down to your elbows. Remember, we're shifting our weight over towards, if your right leg is forward, we shift our weight over towards the left hip. Deeper stretch, arms come out in front of you. Okay, on your breathing here, you exhale, release the tension in the right hip. Inhale. Exhale, release the tension in the right hip. Walk your hands back. We switch our feet. Left leg comes forward, right leg is back, toes are pointed. We come down to the elbows, okay? So left leg is forward. We shift our weight towards that right hip. And again, if you want a deeper stretch, you can stretch those arms out in front of you. We inhale, we exhale, we release the tension in the left hip. We inhale, in your mind, think about directing that air, that inhale, into the left hip. We exhale, we release that tension. Coming back, we're going to press into a downward dog, lifting up, okay? So our toes are slightly in, our heels are slightly out. We press those heels into the ground, chest is tucked back between the shoulders, sit bones reach up towards the ceiling. We bend just the right knee and the left. Right and left, and then press both of those heels into the ground and walk your hands back towards your feet. We have a nice low hang here. Drop your head, release your neck. My weight is forward in the balls of my feet. Okay, again, even here, my heels are turned slightly outward. We bend just the right knee. Okay, you're really gonna feel that stretch coming up that left leg. And we switch, bend the left, that right leg is getting that stretch. Both legs straight, give your legs a hug. And then we're gonna, either with straight legs or bent legs, round your back, rolling all the way back up to standing. And we're gonna cross that arm over the chest, looking over the shoulder. And switching sides. Okay, elbow back overhead. We keep that same leg grounded. We twist. And switch, other side. Keep that leg grounded. We twist. And release those arms down. Deep inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale down to heart center. Thank you for joining me in this resistance band workout, and I'll see you in the next one.